They love to shoot. It wasn't Justin, was it? Because he was wearing...
Oh shit!
Oh,
What is
it's
it?
not, is it? Oh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Herrera here. I hope that you are all doing well. After watching episode number 6 of the SB19 story yesterday, it reminded me that actually there are a few other things on Chuck's channel that I've been meaning to watch, this being one of them. Now, every now and again we'll watch an SB19 performance and something goes wrong and it's frustrating and irritating, but also really satisfying because of how they handle it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about. This has definitely been in my recommendations for a long time. And I'm looking forward to it, especially because Chuck puts together really engaging content, and I'm sure this will be too. Do you want to watch this with me?
Despite all the technical troubles in the Dubai 2020 Expo, SB19 was able to put on a show.
Not that.
They definitely showcased their professionalism. Some newer fans might think that SB19 isn't used to this kind of stuff. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. Let's go ahead and take a look back to the moments where SB19 showcased their professionalism. Let's get into it. So in interviews, the interviewers usually test the interviewee's ability to answer questions. So let's go ahead and take a look at this early moment from SB19.
You guys receive a lot of comments from your fans that you guys are really talented compared to other Filipino boy groups, right? What do you think is the difference between Filipino boy groups and you guys?
But we couldn't say that we are really better than them because we respect them. We don't want to consider us as better group, but all of us have different types of talents or, unique style of how it would appeal to people.
So instead of flexing, Josh did the most humble thing. He even praised his fellow artists and expressed his utmost respect to them. Now that's absolutely professional. Now let's take a look at this early performance of them at Arnold Calavio's show.
What happened?
Josh literally lost the mic. And
I didn't see it.
You can see it in
Show
his
me.
reaction. Let's see what happens next.
Oh, I saw this in one of the compilations tonight. It's the same one.
Stell
Josh
definitely
lost his
noticed the
mic more than
microphone,
once.
but the show must go on, so they kept at it.
Did anyone else
Here's
notice?
another moment of them dropping their mic.
Oof.
Stell was definitely unfazed and just kept on going. How about the
saw the smile on
infamous
his face.
5 dudes versus 3 mics?
Yeah. This was so slick. They don't perform Love Goes anymore. Why? It's one of their best.
Before they performed, they didn't have any idea that they only have 3 mics to use. But as professional as they are, they didn't back down and still performed. They were able to switch mics without the audience noticing. Most self-entitled artists would back out, but they took the risk and it paid off. Such professionals, you guys. Now here's how they handle wardrobe malfunctions.
Oh no! What happened, Ken? Well, hello. Oh.
But let's do it again, boys, because I want to teach you some dance, okay?
As soon as Ken noticed, he immediately turned around to fix his top. Maybe all this time, the real pure boy is Ken.
Bakit Stell, stay tuned.
The fact that he didn't even notice
What
until
if one
that
of their
point.
shoes starts making its own decisions?
They love to shoot. It wasn't Justin, was it? Because he was wearing...
Oh shit!
Oh,
What is
it's
it?
not, is it? Oh. Erase it from our memory.
That accident could have led to some serious PR nightmare, but because of SB19's expertise, agility, and professionalism, they were able to pull it off, with the viewers barely noticing. And speaking of accidents, things like this can definitely happen.
Oh.
What Justin did is that he immediately recovered and went right back to the dance steps. Before SB19's performances on big stages, they started with the very small ones. The stage was so small that Ken ended up stepping on Pablo's foot, but look at how they handled it. Did I say that they started on small stages? Well, I lied. They actually started on the floor, no stage.
Yeah, I bet.
They literally transformed.
I'm sorry, but I want to watch all of that again. I need to find that
On
performance.
small stages?
They look
Well,
amazing.
I lied. They actually started on the floor, no stage.
I love Ken's outfit. Ooh, that's so scary.
They literally transform an elevator lobby into an epic stage. There's no doubt that SB19 is a group of talented young men. But what will talent do if all else fails, especially the technical side of things?
They will sound like angels, that's what they will do. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Okay ba kayo dyan?
Oh.
Nakapera na lang tayo lahat. Sabihin niyo po kami ha.
Keep going. It's a really, really
So
special
even
moment.
after losing the sound, they kept on going and even highlighted their vocal ability. This proves that SB19 doesn't do any gimmick at all, no lip sync, it's all pure heavenly vocals. Now what if they're scheduled for a show and they suddenly lost power? Instead of waiting, they stuck with the schedule and performed without even having any sound.
Yan, medyo bumabalik na ata yung tawa.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
Now what do they normally do when one of them gets injured?
Carry on. That honestly could have been so bad for Stell. And I'm glad that he was forced off stage because he could have injured himself like further.
As soon as Tatang Robin noticed it, he came to rescue Stell.
Oh, and you see how bad it is when he starts to limp away.
Despite of recovering, here's what Stell did.
It's like life or death, isn't it? That's how they treat it. Josh is so worried.
Normally,
thing
an
with Robin
artist would be
is-
rolled out on a wheelchair, but in this situation, Stell refused and kept on singing his parts, leading to an epic and emotional performance. So whatever happened back in Dubai 2020 Expo, the real fans know better. Don't let that single dark moment affect your love for SB19, because
Oh,
we know
gosh.
who they are. And for the haters, without them, life would be boring. See you around, you guys. Peace out.
And the sad thing is that actually there are a lot of other instances that can be put onto this video. There could almost be a part 2. It's really sad that this sort of stuff keeps happening to them. I just want to say about Robin is that he was watching them so carefully and specifically that he caught that Stell hurt himself, and he got him off that stage really, really quickly. It might have been the way Stell was covering it up, it might have taken him a little bit longer to catch it, which would have meant that Stell would have carried on dancing. And then, yeah, in that decision, you don't have very much time in that instance to make a decision. Should I stop the whole performance? Do I go in and get Stell? What do I do? Because I need to protect my artist. And he acted really, really quickly, and he is somebody that has always been on their side and championed them, and I really, really appreciate his place in their life. And yeah, once again, Chuck brings to light a lot of issues, and I guess that he put this together off the back of what happened in Dubai Expo, because yeah, people must have been jumping on that, saying that SB19 can't sing and that it's all their fault. And yeah, we know that that's not true whatsoever, and I know that I keep banging on about it like a broken record, but a lot of this responsibility lies with those organizers. They should be doing tech runs way in advance of the event by themselves. Then they should be doing it with the artist. Absolutely, it doesn't matter how much time you have, there needs to be a proper tech run. And if you run into a situation like Dubai Expo, stop the show, take 20 minutes out, 30 minutes out. The audience will appreciate it a lot more. And actually, when you're an organizer and you have invited people, you're responsible for them and for how they're being portrayed. So for SB19 to come out of that Dubai Expo and people to be trash talking them, I know that some people would just jump on that for the sake of jumping on it, and they probably weren't even 18 to begin with. They're just those jobless people that live on X. But these organizers are responsible for ensuring that the artists have the very basics and that they are being portrayed in the best way possible. That's it, full stop. I mean, you wouldn't drive a car without a license, would you? You wouldn't take medicine without reading the label, would you? It's just one of those things. And similar, you wouldn't allow artists to go up on a stage that you've built without doing health and safety checks. So then why are you allowing an artist to go up on a stage where the microphones or where the sound system is not working? Now, I'm talking about a very specific thing. The thing with costumes is that they have a mind of their own, and that's a whole other thing to deal with. But it needs to be a little bit both ways, right? The artist is prepared for anything. The organisers should also be prepared to host the artist, and then you should also have a really responsible team that work with the artist to ensure, in instances like what happened with Stell, that they can step in and take a decision very quickly. Everybody needs to be safeguarding everyone. Even 18 need to be doing it with each other. This is why, you see a lot of crazed fans at specific concerts for specific artists get hurt because they're not respectful of one another. And I really feel like 18 are out there looking out for one another. It really feels like a real nice family atmosphere, and they're super understanding. So when stuff like this happens and the true real 18 are out there in the audience or watching on live stream, they understand. They don't start trash talking the boys because they know. Interesting. Once again, some truths need to be told, and I'm glad that Chuck is the person there to do it. And Chuck just seems to have created a really interesting place for himself right here, because he'll ask some questions, he'll put out some statements, sometimes controversial. He's getting discussions going. He's getting some engagement going, and I really appreciate that. I'm here to watch stuff that is positive, but I understand that you can often be looking at somebody that you've put up on a pedestal or through rose-tinted glasses. I keep saying that to you, that I love people so intensely that sometimes I have to sit back and be like, wait, are they actually that good, or are they that good because I love them so much? So I appreciate everything that Chuck does, because he really tries to look at it from a different perspective, and he's really good at what he does. Full stop. I appreciate him. Thank you so much for sharing this with me and for watching it with me. And I didn't realise actually there were a couple more instances of things going wrong. And it was interesting to sit down and watch it. I mean, I hadn't even thought about something going wrong in an interview, for instance, you being asked something that you're not prepared for. In the future, perhaps somebody might want to ask the boys about the whole SBT situation, name situation, and I'm sure they have rehearsed and re-rehearsed what they are going to say, but sometimes it's just like sprung on you, and what do you say? And actually, in that particular interview, they were really young, and Josh handled that really, really well. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope that you had fun. And until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe. Bye.